Hey guys, this is Matt with 2 Feet Outdoors YouTube channel. Today we are at Hunters Point South Park and we're gonna kayak Newtown Creek in New York City. All right, let's go ahead and get this kayak set up. All right, and we're paddling. All right, guys, so today we are kayaking in Newtown Creek. Newtown Creek splits Queens, New York from Brooklyn, New York. And we're just on the other side of the Manhattan skyline. And we are arguably in the most polluted waterway in New York City. So I don't know if you can hear it, but we are surrounded by construction noise. I hear a helicopter in the background. And we're headed deeper into the creek. And today we're gonna see if we can find beautiful nature amongst this urban environment. And already I'm seeing right in front of me a whole bunch of Canada geese. There's one swimming directly in front of the kayak. And there was a bunch up on the shoreline to the left where this guy's going. He's gonna go hang out with his buddies. So heading into the creek, I'm gonna stay on the left side, and on the way out, I'll paddle up the opposite side. So yeah, I think this left side would be the north side. Then on the way out, we'll paddle along the south side. But so far, I think this creek looks pretty nice. So along the side of this seawall, there's a whole bunch of sailboats, and there's some on the opposite side. I'm not sure if this is an official marina per se, or if people are just living on these boats. Seems to me that people might just be living on these boats. They're double and triple, let's say parked. That's not the right word. They're rafted up next to each other. But yeah, this bridge that we're gonna go under right now is the Pulaski Bridge. Pretty noisy bridge with the cars going over it. I actually drove over that bridge to get to the launch. Originally, I thought the weather was going to be more sunny today, but we definitely have some cloud cover. Looks like we got, I want to say, a cormorant directly in front of us. There he goes, taking off. To the left, we have some more sailboats lined up along the seawall. See if I see anybody on them. They're either abandoned sailboats or people are living on them and they're just away from them at the time. Lots of sailboats. Yeah, I'm noticing a lot of solar setups on these boats. Might as well make use of the sun for power. Straight ahead of us is like 3 boats rafting up to each other. And we're coming up to what looks like a train bridge. I just want to be careful that there's nothing sticking up from under the water that I'm going to run into. One girl that's all the way on the top of this train bridge, and 3 girls currently climbing the bridge. I decided to turn around. I was bumping pilings that were under the surface of the water, and it was hard to see them, and I kept bumping them, so we're gonna avoid those. I just had this guy from the scrapyard yelling at me. I think he was giving me a thumbs up. Here he is. How's it going?
It's going. How's it going for you?
It's going great.
That looks like fun.
Yeah, it's nice. It's a folding kayak.
I see you got a nice little setup. Is that your phone?
Yeah, it's actually a camera. I'm making a YouTube video.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So I go kayaking in different places throughout New York City and Long Island and make YouTube videos.
Okay. Nice to see you, man.
So what is this, scrapyard here?
Yeah, this is scrapyard.
Yeah?
And one side is recycling, the other side is scrap metal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
This is one of the bigger scrap metal companies
Okay.
in the world.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. My name's Matt.
I'm Esau.
Say it again? Esau?
Esau, like seesaw?
Yeah,
I'm
Esau. Nice to meet you, man.
Same here.
How long you been working here?
About 5 years.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.
How long you been doing this?
You know, I've been paddling pretty much all my life, just off and on.
Isn't that scary out there by yourself?
Not really. I don't mind it.
Oh, that's what's
It's-
I know it's pretty peaceful.
It is peaceful. That's exactly why I do it.
Yeah, well, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, man. Take care.
Take care.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. He seemed to be interested in the kayak. Let me turn around this way for a second so you can see the New York City skyline. Look at that, off in the distance. So incredible. You can see mounds and mounds of scrap. You know, that guy asked me if I ever get scared being out here alone. And, you know, I find it to be very peaceful, but this paddle today, it's my first time here paddling down this creek. So I do get a little bit nervous paddling new places. But somebody always knows where I am. They know what time I launched. I keep contact throughout. Wear my PFD. Have a few other pieces of safety equipment. And, you know, I make sure I watch the weather and I paddle in great conditions. Mostly flat water and low wind. So off in the distance to the right, there's a huge wastewater treatment plant. And that place treats a very large percentage of New York City's wastewater. I tell you, it's pretty cool to have the Manhattan skyline as a backdrop. And straight ahead, besides this piece of floating plastic, straight ahead is a really nice mural on the backside of this building. Oh, there's a gorilla up there. It's kind of hard to see. It's behind the railing, and it says it's a peace gorilla. So yeah, it's a really nice mural. This big tank on the right says United Metro Energy. Diesel fuel, biofuel, fuel oil, and gasoline. You know, obviously I'm not doing any kind of water testing, but I have to say that so far this creek looks very clean. Obviously we're not paddling in some kind of tropical islands, but overall I've only seen a few pieces of trash floating on the top of the water. I'm sure some water testing would reveal some interesting results, but I'm not planning on swimming, and I'm trying to avoid touching the water. But so far, this is a really pretty paddle, and I'm enjoying it. Happy to be here today. All right, going under another bridge. It's pretty loud. Looks like it's a drawbridge. It's definitely loud. Looks like there's a dock over to the left. I want to see what that says. Oh, it says this area provided for New York City police and fire departments, U.S. Coast Guard, and New York Paving Incorporated vessels. All others are prohibited. Sign over on the right says docking for emergencies only. So it does look like there's a dock and some ladders there. Another barge here to the left. Now this to my left in this green building, it's definitely a trash facility. Because I'm catching the wind over here and I can smell it. But I haven't yet felt like this water in this creek was giving off an odor. Just now is the first time I'm noticing any type of smell, but obviously there's a trash facility right here to the left. I ended up getting a later start than I wanted to today. Not because I left the house late, but because I was going to go to the Gowanus Canal, and unfortunately 3 different spots that I looked at to launch from, they were closed. There was no access whatsoever to get on the Gowanus Canal. So I had to pivot and come up with a change of plans. And this Newtown Creek was on my list, and it wasn't that far away, so jumped in my truck and headed over here. I find this to be really interesting. There's so much history involved, and the fact that this creek has been polluted over the years is really sad. So far it's really nice. I have the entire creek to myself. Haven't seen any boats since I've been on the water. I'll tell you this much. I'd rather be here in this creek with nobody around than sitting in traffic on that bridge above me. I sat in my fair share of traffic already today. Looks like a big tugboat pulling a barge is coming our way. That barge is full of scrap metal. Just a huge heaping pile of scrap. I'll see if I can get a close-up shot of it. I can't believe that pile of scrap. We're going to try to keep our distance a little bit in case it's kicking off a wake. But it doesn't look too bad right now. That mound of scrap, that's got to be 20 or 30 feet high. Looks like on the opposite side of the creek, there's a couple platforms and stairways down to the creek. I don't know if that's technically another spot to launch a kayak or canoe, but on the way back we'll get a little closer. Seems like we're getting a little more stagnant area of the creek and some more trash. To the right, there's a concrete plant. Looks like it's called Empire Concrete. Empire Transit Mix. But yeah, on the other side of the creek, I'm noticing a few different platforms and stairs down to the water. And I'm wondering if they're technically areas you can launch a canoe or a kayak. We're gonna get a little closer on the way back and check those out. At the far end of this creek is a split. So to the right, there's like a canal down there. We're gonna go check that out, I think, after we go under this bridge up ahead. So up ahead is the Grand Street Bridge. And, you know, like I said, it seems a little more stagnant over here. And there's just some floating debris in this area. On the bridge, it says, submerged pipeline, do not anchor. Refer to chart number 12338. This road is really loud. Looks like a lumber yard over here. Just racks and racks of lumber, stacks of lumber. I think it said Feldman Lumber. Yeah, this is the far side of the creek, opposite from where we started. And I think there's like a discharge point of some type ahead. And that's why they have this floating boom. Probably catch some of the runoff and stuff. So yeah, you can see right here, there's really no way, I don't think there's a way to get by it. Well, oh, another rodent, dead. I wonder if we can sneak under this rope. Let me see. Yeah, I think we got it. Just make sure it doesn't get caught on the tail end. All right, we made it past. So yeah, straight ahead of us is Metropolitan Avenue. Yeah, it says wet weather discharge point. No, I'm not going under there. I'm gonna turn around right here. I started way out on the other side.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Hunts Point.
Hunts Point? Oh, you came only from Hunts Point?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. That looks a little sketchy. I don't think I want to go under there.
So what y'all look for?
I'm just kayaking around.
Oh, okay, I thought you worked here.
Nope, just exploring.
Okay, enjoy.
How are you? Take care. She thought I worked over here or something. But yeah, I'm not kayaking in that discharge area. She was asking if I was going to go under there. No way. I told that girl, Hunts Point. It's actually Hunters Point, South Park, technically. And look at this. Is this another rodent right here in the water? Yeah. Yeah, just sitting there floating. So that was the far end of this creek, but it does split to two different sides. So we're gonna go check out the other side and see what's down that one. We're gonna have to go under this rope again. Just gonna try to squeeze the nose right under this. Lift it up. Definitely don't want to fall in this water here. Definitely don't want to fall in the water here. A little while ago, there was like 15 or 20 Canada geese, and they saw me coming, and all of them took off and flew away, and unfortunately, I wasn't ready to turn the camera on, so I missed them. But it's good to see that there's a whole bunch of Canada geese, and they seem to be in that most stagnant area of this creek, so not sure what they like about it there. Okay, this just goes to a dead end not far away. It says Western Beef Supermarket, and a big sign down there. And you can see it on this tractor trailer. Western Beef Supermarket. I actually never heard of that. All right, back to the bridge. That bridge is rusty. Another floating boom over here. Looks like it's just catching twigs and sticks and trees. But it does look like there might be some type of discharge there on the right. All right, well, we're gonna head down this other canal that we haven't been down. Lots of dust coming off of those cranes. Moving the scrap metal around. Looks like another scrap metal yard with a barge on the right-hand side up there. You know, I have to say though, it does look like to me that all these companies and operations are doing a pretty good job of keeping their debris from falling into the creek. Interesting stairs that are coming down to the water down there in the corner of that little cove area. See if I can get a closer shot of it. This is also Grand Street Bridge. It's just the opposite side from where we were at the other bridge. So it just dead ends shortly after this area. So we'll turn around in a bit. Yeah, that's interesting. Some kind of discharge area. You can see the bubbles in the water. And stuff is coming up out of the ground. You can see, we're not going to get too close, but you can see straight ahead of me how it's like bubbling up out of the ground or from under the water. Yeah, over there to the right. That's really weird. So I don't know where that's coming from or what it is. And there's more of them further into the dead end of the creek. So yeah, we're gonna start kayaking back, and there was a few places that I wanted to investigate along the way to kind of check out a little closer, since we were at times on the opposite side of the canal from what I was seeing. This little dock slash barge says Maritime Library. Clouds look really cool, but there's a very little chance of rain according to the weather, but we do have some dark clouds. All right, up on the right was where I thought there might be a kayak launch or two. We'll cut across the canal and get over there. This just looks like a little dock of some sort with a life preserver on it. I don't know what that property is up beyond there. And there's a couple more spots up here on the right we'll check out. Not sure what these pilings are. Just make sure I don't hit anything. So then you have like a concrete, almost like a concrete dock straight ahead. couple docks on the right with a bench. I'll have to look on the map. I'm not sure if there's a park there or something. Yeah, I'm not sure if these are supposed to be stairs into the water or a ladder out of the water, but there's a picnic table up there as well. There is a huge FedEx facility on the right. And there's like another canal down that way, but there's another floating boom going across. And it doesn't go very far beyond that floating boom, so we're not going to paddle down that way. But yeah, that's a big FedEx place. Going onto the big bridge. I want to look up right between the two traffic lanes. Man, this is a pretty long paddle. Haven't taken any breaks, just paddling the entire way. I'm not sure what this is, but this sailboat's got its own dock with a ladder that comes down, you know, behind this industrial business. Looks a little janky, but looks like it works. Yeah, that's interesting. There's a dock we passed earlier, and coming back up to it, I'm just going to take a quick pit stop over here, stretch my legs, and take care of some gear. Yeah, just took a quick pit stop, drank some water, and just needed to adjust some gear. So, but yeah, got everything adjusted. We're gonna get back out on the water. All right, we're back on the water. I wanted to go ahead and check out this other sailboat that's up there on the other side of the creek. I tell you, this has been really pleasant today. I've had this entire creek to myself. It's been really quiet. It's been really peaceful. And I know some people may say otherwise, but like I said, I'm not doing any water testing, but it appears visually to be cleaner than I anticipated. Oh, looks like this barge is just coming in. It's being pushed by a tugboat. Kind of glad I missed them coming in. Because when they're loaded like that, it seems like they put off a bigger wake. Here's another shot of that scrap metal yard on the right. See that tugboat on the left? Man, I'm telling you, that skyline straight ahead looks pretty amazing. I'm gonna get my other camera out and get a better shot of that. Couple Canada geese in front of us. There they go, taking off. We're coming back up to that Pulaski Bridge. Looks like there's another tugboat coming in, but I don't think it's pushing a barge or anything. Looks like a smaller boat coming in behind the tugboat. He was coming in a little fast. I'm not sure if this is a slow speed zone through here or not. And then here's that section with all the boats and sailboats and houseboats all rafted up together. The smaller boat looks like it could be police boat, but I'm not sure. Maybe not. I don't see any lights or anything like that. It says New York City Environmental Protection. And it looks like there's a fishing boat coming behind the tugboat. So, oh no, I guess it's not. It looks like it's another, maybe New York City Environmental Protection boat. But I'm hoping he takes it easy, because I don't want to contend with his wake, because he's coming between the tugboat and the shore. So hopefully he'll see me. It kind of looks like the tugboat's just staging, potentially. And yeah, this is a New York City Environmental Protection boat. Looks like he slowed it down a little bit, so he's not casting too much of a wake off. That's a nice tugboat. Looks like we have a little bit of sun coming out through the clouds. I believe there's a seaplane getting ready to take off straight ahead. All right, guys, with the New York City skyline in the background, I want to thank you for watching 2 Feet Outdoors YouTube channel. I hope you enjoyed this video. I certainly did, and we'll see you on the next one.